Hello, welcome to Thunder Rose Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. So, I watched a found footage horror movie tonight because I was still in the mood to watch more for found footage horror movies because, I did that review for that terrible movie that a lot of people like, Banshee Chapter. And at first I'm like, man, was I too critical or do I not like, found footage movies anymore, right? So I decided to check out this one, which this is another found footage movie that a lot of people seem to love, and that's Always Watching, a Marble Hornets story directed by James Moran, starring Alexandra Breckenridge, Chris Marquette, Jake McDormand, and Doug Jones. I'm guessing Doug Jones played Slenderman. Which this is a found footage horror movie. I think made by the guys who did the Marble Hornets YouTube channel, which was basically like guys doing Slenderman, fan films, right? Based off the video game, based off the web meme, right? Which is funny because like the first time they encounter Slenderman, there, it's at like a birthday party, which I think is like that's where the Slenderman came from, which was like edit on like a birthday party photo, right? At a kid's birthday party, right? So the movie, I need to look up the cast, who these people are. I just had to look it up who one of the actors was because I swear to God I've seen this guy in other stuff before, and that was Chris Marquette, who you might know from a little movie called Fanboys and the Girl Next Door. I've seen this guy in a lot of comedies, man. And if you've never seen 2009's Fanboys, that's an awesome movie, man. That's totally worth watching. All right. So yeah, the movie is about this kind of incel-y guy, which is funny because like February is when we do like incel months and slash loner month on the channel, and I was gonna do a bunch of literally me movie reviews, right? And this would have fit with that. So it's a goddamn. I should have done incel month and included this fucking movie, right? Which I fucking hate that they coined like incel films, literally me fucking movies. Is like fucking some fucking film school dropout on fucking who has a big YouTube channel came up with that fucking name. God fucking damn. But yeah, you have the main character Chris Marquette plays Milo Burns, who's like cameraman for some news channel or whatever, news station in some town called Columbia, right? And he meets this Alexandra Breckenridge character Sarah at this party, New Year's Eve, and falls in love with her. And it's blood. They hooked up one day, and they had a split up, right? Because she was like way out of his league, right? And he starts stalking her for a while, and it's like, because like she has a drug problem, and one of the reasons why he was stalking her, because obviously you weren't over her, buddy, but it's like, I was making sure she was staying off the Percocets. Percocet, Molly Percocet. Oh my god, that song by Future. But yeah, so what happens is that they get this new boss played by Jake McDormand, who might as well have been called Chad in the fucking movie, right? Because immediately he's like a douchebag asshole who's trying to cuck our boy Milo. Right. And Spoiler. I should mention I really love the movie, so I'm probably going to spoil a good chunk of the movie. Hence why from now on I'm putting on movies where I spoil shit. I'm putting the fucking recap tag. Okay, I stole that from another YouTuber. It's like some guy was like, he's like, oh, I'm just letting you guys know. I'm gonna have spoilers, so hence the fucking recap tag. So if anybody comes and bitch about spoilers, we have it's your own fucking fault. We have the recap tag. Okay. So yeah. What happens is that he the fucking Chad, we'll just call him Chad. Takes our team, which is Milo Burns, Sarah the reporter, and this douchebag, to this story about, like, you know, house foreclosures, and, like, you know, how, like, you know, they were gonna do some fucking report on, like, you know, people losing their homes and how depressing that shit is. And they follow this guy around, and they go to this one house where it's very weird, like how everything looked like it was basically it looked like people just left, like the whole fucking family, which was called the Whitmores, left in like the middle of the night or something, right? Like, and they find this box of tapes, and the guy and our main character Milo Burns goes through it, and he goes through the tapes, and he discovers Slenderman in the tapes, right? And there's always this like weird distortion, right, before you'll see him pop up on screen. So obviously what happens, our main character goes crazy. Slenderman starts fucking with him. He goes to Sarah. He can't get a hold of Chad, right? And he can't get a hold of Sarah, so he used to date Sarah, so he goes to her house, knows where the key is, goes in there, and lo and behold, Chad's fucking Sarah. Right? And yeah, so it's like the movie gets really fucking awkward at that point. And there's even like the next scene is he goes home, and there's an intruder in the house, and he thinks it's Slenderman. And like his dog Marty, who's like I think it's like a Labrador dog, right? Is barking, so he goes to see, and it's fucking Chad going through his shit, right? Acting really protective over Sarah because he sees the fucking tapes where he was stalking her. Our boy was stalking her, right? And Chad's like losing his shit. He's gonna beat the shit out of our boy Milo, right? Until Sarah shows up, and then she's on his side, and then lo and behold, our guy was taping everything in the house, right? Because this is a found footage movie after all. And right away they see fucking Slenderman. So the rest of the movie is our characters trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with the Whitmores, right? And the Whitmores, and how the fucking, you know, get rid of the curse, right? Of Slenderman, right? Where they go on a little road trip, they go into a cabin in the woods, right? They follow up on what happened to the Whitmores, right? And the movie gives you like I liked how the movie gives you like this they get this lifeline, right? This lifeline that there may be a way to get rid of the curse, right? If the person who was the first one to get marked dies. So the movie, I was super worried the movie was going to have like our main character our main character sacrificing himself to save Chad and his drug addict ex-girlfriend, right? But the movie doesn't go there. Thankfully. I mean, he does try to kill himself, but you know, it doesn't work out, and yeah. And I love how the movie does have like a post credit scene where it ties into the original Marble Hornets web series for the people who love that shit, right? So I'm just going to go in my likes and dislikes of the movie, right? Which I forgot to mention, the movie is like an hour and like almost 40 minutes long. It's like an hour and like 31 minutes. My bad. It felt way longer than it was, right? Because the movie, despite the fact I watched the movie with the fucking lights on, it was a very chilling movie, chilling film, right? And I liked how the movie, it's almost interactive, where like, you know, you're, once you hear the sound click, the distortion and stuff, you're like looking for where the fuck Slenderman's coming next. That was cool. The movie doesn't do what a lot of cheap found footage horror movies do, where like the only shit that happens is in the last like half an hour in the movie. The movie, I would say, like after like the first, you know, half an hour, like the movie picks up, right? Like the first 20 minutes, the movie picks up and turns into like this mystery fucking film, right? And then it gets crazy with the supernatural shit, right? I like the cinematography. I liked the characters, except for Chad and even the fucking drug addict girlfriend, right? Overall, I like this movie, and I can't believe this movie only has like a 4 out of 10 on fucking line. That's fucking bullshit. Sorry, on IMDb it has like a 4.8 out of 10. This movie, well, on Amazon's Canada, it has a higher rating, right? But like, yeah, this movie was fucking awesome. Now I'll go to dislikes. They killed the dog. Kids die in the movie, and I'm pretty sure this isn't really dislike towards the movie, but I'm pretty sure I did a review for Smile that I never fucking released, right? But that I'm pretty sure that director did not only did he fucking rip off It Follows, but I'm pretty sure he ripped off this movie as well, right? Which is, this movie is way better than fucking Smile anyway. Not better than It Follows, but definitely better than Smile, right? And definitely better than that shitty Slenderman movie that they made, right? Which, well, when did that fucking come out? 2018? I even fucking finished watching it. That's how fucking terrible that fucking movie was, right? I think it was on Netflix. It might be still on Netflix. I don't fucking know. All right. Well, what else? Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the film, and I think the movie, if you're definitely a Slenderman fan, which I don't know if there are any Slenderman fans still out there, right? But yeah, this movie, holy fuck, this movie was great, man. Definitely, I would say 7 out of 10, and I would probably put this movie on a list of like great found footage movies, man. Especially, but like, yeah, it looks like the movie like bombed, if it even cost that much. I don't even know, because apparently it made less than made a little more than $500,000. So it's like, oh, what the fuck was the budget for this? Right? And apparently Doug Jones was Slenderman. How the fuck, when like the Slenderman looks CGI in the movie? I don't fucking know. But other than that, I fucking love the movie, and I totally recommend it. Peace. Oh, and if anybody has any more, if anybody has any found footage recommendations, let me know. I'm probably at some point I'm probably going to see the Poughkeepsie archives or whatever the fuck, Poughkeepsie tapes at some point. That's supposed to be like the scariest found footage movie ever, right? I'm not looking forward to that, but because like the subject matter, for people who don't know what the Poughkeepsie tapes is about, it's basically the cops or whatever found like tapes of a serial killer torturing women or some shit. So that's basically what the fucking tapes are about. So yeah. Which that reminds me of that one shitty fucking movie that what was it? Paul the movie critic from the Ron and Fez show made. He made a really shitty fucking movie that was kind of like that. Oh, and he even had like East Side Dave play one of the victims in the movie. But yeah, he had this like stupid like tacked on like fucking social like message in the movie where like the serial killer was like, oh yeah, I'm killing, where he was like remorseful. Yeah, I'm killing you, but I'm killing you for the greater good of society. Even though it's like, what was it, like just regular people? Like, oh my god, yeah. I don't know. So that's it for this review, guys. Peace.